6:52 p.m. Friday, April 11th, 2025. We did sleep in today to rest our heel. I got it. It's on a cast, but I'll show you what I have on it. You can kind of see it a little bit. If I move the sock, you might see the tailing of it. You can kind of see it right there. Let me move this down this way. See it? What it is, it's a type of cast that stabilizes the ankle. I had a bad ankle break at the age of 15 on this foot, which causes pain on this foot because this foot has to compensate the ankle break here. So what it is, it looks like this. See it? It straps in and it keeps it very stabilized. That way it doesn't work too much. And it keeps it limited in the work. We're waiting. We have to return these to the pod or to the dock. So I'll ask them if they need it at the pod or the dock. This is the Overflow. So it goes back to cross dock. That's where we're headed. Let me turn this down. So we're headed to cross dock. It's Roadie EXD. It's 6:53 p.m. Friday, April 11th, 2024. And welcome to the Please Subscribe show. We are green lighted. You see the green light? All right. Maybe you didn't see it. So we'll wait. That way you can see the green light. Because I green light all my projects. Yep. Can you see it now? Focus. You might can see it if you look. Kitty, do you see the green light? Kitty went to go look. That's train 2 to act. Now watch this. The green light is... It's green lighted. Do you see the green light? Now, the worst filmmakers on our planet are from a place called California. A lot of them are doing documentaries or vlogging about marijuana, which I'm going to put an end to. I'm going to make it illegal to smoke marijuana in California. Not even for medical. They won't even get it for medical. So if you're from California and you're coming to Fort Worth, we are expanding the gel. So just do me a favor, bring all your marijuana and we're gonna put you right where your friends are, right? Put you right in gel, okay? So bring your marijuana to Texas. We have no problem with bringing you right into gel. So you bring it, you go to gel. That's gonna be the new slogan for the new Liberty Party. You can have all the liberty you want in California, but you come here and you bring the green plant, we put you right in gel. But if you'd like to eat, you can eat all you want right there. You get all you want right there. All the meat you can eat. A lot of expiring gigs are around this time of the night or the time of the day. But you get a lot of new notifications and a lot of lag at the tail end of the day as opposed to the morning. It's treated very differently towards the end of the night. It's more like a night shift. You're gonna have like a lot of notifications, a whole different team is working the app, all kinds of stuff. The night shift is different than the day shift, just like it's different than the morning shift. Or you'd say probably day shift or night shift, basically. That guy's from California right there. He's probably got about $3,000 or $4,000 worth of marijuana or THC. intelligent. Look at this. That's how intelligent the Koreans are. The Koreans are very intelligent. They design all of this. I can never tell when it's starting to digitize and get all kind of on the camera. In certain instances, when you're moving like this, you're moving all around like that, you can tell if the camera is going all funky, you know, digital. This is digital, this is not film. So at times the computer gets involved or something in a certain shot, and it gets all like MTV video. Yeah, it goes like. Hey, hang on for a minute. Okay. Tonight, after this drop, we're going to drop that at the pod. Or if the dock is still open, we're going to ask them what to do with it. It's overflow from the other night. They can get jammed in the box. I think it has to do with drugs. So what they do is they shift these packages around, and then they put the drugs in them, and then they end up at the doorstep of the drug receiver, or the person that's buying the drugs. That's why I found that one. It was from Louisiana, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. It was just ripped off and stuck to one of the boxes, as if that box was supposed to be delivered to Louisiana. That was probably an outside sales from Texas to Louisiana on drugs. So these will have to go back to the dock. But right now we got to go to DFW and pick up some luggage. And we will monitor that. And I do monitor the luggage myself. I have my own way of finding out if there's drugs in it. So listen, let's put it this way. From California, if you're from Seattle, please come to Texas with your drugs. We'll put you right in prison. Now, the most dangerous aspect of the drug trade are the cops. See those right there? Once they can get a few cops involved, it can just be one cop. They can make a lot of money off one cop, because that cop can oversee packages that come through DFW Airport. We're about to go to DFW Airport right now. We're going to have to go to the pod. I call it the podcast, but it's not. It's called the Cross Dock Pod. It's where all the overflow goes. That was from the job last night. That's that stuff. You might can see it. You may not. I can see it. Now, we're going to the airport now to pick up luggage and drop it off. The cross dock pod is where we're going to end up to drop off the overflow. So there's a reason why every single one of these batches have overflow. That reason has to do with drug trade or drug trafficking. That's why that's there. It's connected to the drug trafficking. So they can switch those things around till they get the right driver to figure it out. I'm the wrong driver for that. Cole Spivey, when the drug dealer's feet hit the ground, when they wake up, they think of Cole Spivey, because he's the one that's going to take their drugs away from them. I will take your marijuana from your hand and burn it. And I'll make sure I'll make sure the marijuana seed on this planet, at least in our United States of America, will be destroyed. You will not be able to access your marijuana seed, because if I destroy all your marijuana seed, which I have the ability to do once I'm in office, you will be stripped of your power and kneel before God as in Jesus Christ, for who you do not believe in. The representation of Satanism is that marijuana leaf. They worship that leaf. Once we destroy the seed, right, of the marijuana leaf, they will be rendered of their power, and they'll go back to worshiping Jesus Christ, because they'll have no other power to worship. Because there will only be one day Jesus Christ. It'll all happen in one night, when the power is ripped from them and the blood of the Lamb is shed throughout this entire country. The blood of the Lamb will be shed in one night, and we'll all worship Jesus Christ. It'll all happen in one night. He will come like a thief. Now listen, just because a package goes through TSA does not mean that package is not loaded with dangerous drugs. Everything from fentanyl to marijuana. In my book, in my campaign, marijuana is a dangerous drug. Just like fentanyl, just like heroin. In my campaign, marijuana will be a very dangerous drug, if not the most dangerous. And there's a lot of reasons for that. So you will be charged with felony charges like if you had heroin or cocaine. That's how strict I'm going to be on you about marijuana. So if you're found with marijuana, and if it's a lot of marijuana, you could even get life in prison, right? So my campaign's coming. It's the New Liberty Party. We represent faith. We also deal with hope, okay? We are getting to love. Love will conquer all. And love does conquer all. It's the most powerful. And that'll lead to a possible charitable nation. That's what I'm going for. I'm going for a charitable nation in my party. I want us to be charitable. I want us to be charitable people. There is a 5-part to this that leads to justice. For the poverty is there. And the opposite of poverty is not wealth. It's justice. That's a VOR right there. A very high frequency. Omnidirectional. So what it is, it's a very high frequency, omnidirectional range. They used it in World War II. They can also, well, they use it mostly for the takeoff of airplanes and the landing. So when an airplane takes off, it uses radio frequencies to communicate with this VOR. Now there's also GPS. The GPS is the primary form of guidance for an aircraft. That's secondary. That's a secondary guidance, but it can be used in wartime. Because before all this is over, this will be an important aspect of war. Those that control the sky control the war. They will rule the world with the sky. They have to use the sky to control the war. That looks like a new sign right there, doesn't it? I don't remember seeing it before, so I don't know. It could be for the show. Now, most luggage stuff is coming through E. And listen, there's some of it that does have drugs in it. And TSA doesn't catch it all because there's corrupt cops. Those corrupt cops are paid millions of dollars here at the airport through the cartel to make sure that certain packages get here so that they can kill Americans. Those cops, they won't get the death penalty, but they'll get life in prison if they're caught. Because every single one of those packages is time served. Meaning not time served, what's it called? Possible time served. No, it's not time served. Every one of those packages will equal time in prison if they have drugs in them. So it's a crime for each package. So let's say if an officer let 300 packages of drugs go through, we can catch him with my cat Edmund. And let's say 300 packages go through in like a year, and he would get like millions of dollars for that. Now, if those packages are caught and it relates to a police officer making them go through, like illegally, then they would get time in prison for each one of those packages. So that would be life in prison almost. It would be a very serious thing. So there's fentanyl. Fentanyl kills people. Heroin kills people. Marijuana can kill people if it's laced. So marijuana can be very dangerous. You can die from smoking marijuana that's laced. That's laced with certain drugs like fentanyl or dangerous drugs. There is no natural marijuana anymore. All of it's laced. That's why I don't touch it. I don't touch it or go around it, and anybody else that touches it and goes around, I make sure that they're out of my life. I make sure that they're locked up, and that includes Dustin English too, if he's smoking it. You do not want to smoke marijuana. It's laced with dangerous chemicals that can kill you or give you cancer, right? And not just cancer, but it can kill you right then at that moment. You could take a hit off a marijuana joint, you go right into cardiac arrest and die. Because they have drugs they put on it. They want you coming back for it. Speed is one of them. Methamphetamine, they spray that on marijuana as well. You do not want to smoke marijuana in this day and age. It's too dangerous. So if you're a corrupt cop and you're passing these and you're thinking, oh, okay, well, it's just marijuana. Okay, all this marijuana's fine, you know, because I know how they talk. You will go to prison, and the New Liberty Party will put you there. I guarantee you, we will. So you need to leave the airport now if you're a corrupt cop. Where we're going right now is probably going to be 15. These are the Elon Musk Cybertrucks that have been here the entire time. We're going to get a plate number on that one. They've never moved. And we're also going to go to right over here. This should be good enough right about here. That's where they're going to come through on the E15. There's E15. So they'll be standing there. They'll have like a tack vest and an assault rifle to guard it to make sure it goes through. It's going to be in that area right here or right over here in that area. Yeah, it's military. It's drug related. It is, yeah. This thing has drugs in it. It'll stay here too. There's usually a neighboring Cybertruck too. That's filled with drugs right here. So I just come down basically about right here, and I look to see if I can see any of them from about right here. Usually there's people and stuff right here, so it's a pretty good cover. You can usually see them with their tack vests and assault rifles, usually somewhere around there. I've seen 6 of them, look like a platoon, all coming through here, going in this direction. They were all basically nerve-wracked. I mean, they were nervous, like it's like they're being called to security. They're passing about right here. My camera was doing that, remember, in the vlog. You can hear how nervous I was too. All right, there we go. That's where they'll be, right over here by E14 or E15. And they usually stand there. We're just gonna put everything right over here. Probably just looking at technical. So
May I have your attention, please? Will passenger Lord Hargis phone left behind? Please return to News Lane Gate C7 to retrieve your item.
you only lose if you give up. That's what I learned. There we go. You always want to make them mad. That's my advice to you. Always make them mad. Mad as you can. You like never let them see you sweat. Always make them mad. And when it comes down to it, always break their wrist. That's what I do with my drug dealers. I break their wrist. Right, Robbie? Because when they cuff you, they're going to break your wrist. Dang. They'll fix it though in prison. Watch your plate check. Now we're clear. Clear? And clear. Double check. One more time. Clear and clear. So what happens when my feet hit the ground? Things get cleared. String lights happen. Hatred never wins, only love. You only win with love. Look this with love. With love in your heart. Right here. Love in your heart. Right there. I'll get their pod. Overflow, whatever you want to call it. I don't care about the English language anymore. Pod, whatever. Crosstalk pod. Crosstalk pod. Crosstalk pod. I'll tell you real quick. Crosstalk like Teresa. Crosstalk pod. Used to make fun of us. Call it Cole and TT. Hey, listen, you'll take your last breath, and gravity is my weapon against you. Gravity is my weapon against you. That's the only weapon I'm going to use against you, is gravity. That's all I have to do. I send you to gravity. Gravity will do its job way better than me. You can hang on to 150 years if you want to. I doubt you'll make it. You might make it to 80, maybe. How long did your daddy make it till he got up to like what, 80 pounds? He looked like E.T. He got up to what, maybe his 60s or something, because he did too many drugs. I saw him smoking pot at the Dallas house. You'll burn in hell. You'll burn in hell. Every marijuana smoker will. Now, whenever you're making a change on address, don't make it right here. Go like this. They flip out big time here at the airport. Just go like that. You don't understand it, then watch something else. That's what I say. Probably don't understand it because you smoke too much weed. That's a free spot right there. And those are taken. They go into a computer system. So you can tell which vehicle's been here and which vehicle hasn't. The little red blinking lights right there show that's occupied for a certain amount of time. Probably purchased. These are all probably drug dealers, all of them, all through here that are parked there. Every single one of them. All you gotta do is just take their license plate and find out if that person's a drug dealer, that person's a drug dealer right there, that person's a drug dealer, and that person's a drug dealer. They'd be at the airport. And if I'm not mistaken, probably Adam the Woo's a drug dealer or has done it in the past. He'd probably confess to me that he's done it in the past. Because we're going to find out, the new Liberty Party, we're going to find out every single drug dealer in the United States of America. And we're going to rip them out of their homes. And they will not be drug dealers anymore. Now, this is a warning to you if you're dealing drugs. We will find you and we will hunt you with passion. With passion in our heart. We will wait at your door and we will remove you from existence if you don't listen to us. Stop selling drugs. And many of the military, that's military right there. Many military do it. Because I know for a fact. I've hung out with Navy people. They get it through FedEx. They use FedEx and coffee grounds. My cousin used to whittle it through candlesticks. My cousin Robert Camp. He'd put it in candlesticks. and then pass it through candlesticks, through customs, TSA, and things like that. He did it. He went to Amsterdam. He brought it back here through basically through. That'd be the packaging that they're going after. Yep. So those are the drug dealers going after the packaging right now. That's what they're doing right now. Or they're attempting to. They're right now, as I speak, going through trying to get through the packaging. They destroy other people's lives by destroying, and they're destructive. And God's going to stop them. He's going to give me the power to stop them. Yeah, I had to break Robbie's wrist so he'd stop doing it. He was doing it at a young age. Yeah, they didn't really get it. They tried to. But we're going to have to work on this. So what it is, it's little tiny movements that will destroy them. Movements destroy the drug dealer. Little tiny movements will. There's one of them. And here's another one right here. We'll get the information. Right here. It'll be hard. Inch by inch, we do it with movement. That's how we do it. Little tiny movements. These have drugs in them. That's one of them. And they will be returned. Just like that guy wanted to return his drugs. They don't want it. Listen, nobody wants to be a drug dealer. No one wants to be a cop. Those have drugs on them right there. Right there. Then there's another one right back here. I'll have to work on that one. It's little tiny movements. That's how we're going to kill them. We're going to kill the drug dealers eventually. At least we're going to stop them at least. We don't have to really kill them. There's a Skylink right there. Look out in the woods. All right. Let's see. There we go. Almost. That's the one he wanted. Yep, here's the other one. Big time drugs on this one. Yep, these will all have to be returned to the department that's run by a militia. Now, when the militia gets behind stopping drug dealers, then everything stops. The militia doesn't play fair. There's militia members that have gone in judges' houses and executed the judge and his wife in bed. They did it with tack gear. They're wearing, I believe it was called dragon skin armor, which can stop a sniper bullet. They went in with probably submachine guns and silenced submachine guns and killed the judge and his wife because they locked a militia member up and he was raped in prison by some monkeys. So they killed the judge and they killed his wife in bed. Do your research and you'll find out. They don't play fair. If you're gonna win a revolution, you cannot play fair. And then you don't wanna mess with an Apache, because we'll do it. It's a 5-minute one right there, if we have to. Move over this way right here. And especially, we don't care if you're a cop or criminal. We hold no bar against it. We'll make sure that you no longer breathe. So do me a favor right now. Breathe. Go ahead and take your breath. Breathe if you're hearing my voice. Take your breath, because if you keep dealing drugs, I'll take that breath away from you. So watch, because they do a plate check here too. So watch out for the plate check. And I should be reimbursed for everything. Yeah, it's $2 I should be reimbursed for, but they don't reimburse it. They should though. Yeah, they should. But they don't do it because they're corrupt. Roadie's corrupt. A lot of people are corrupt. The only way we're going to stop these people is with the militia. We're going to have to form our own militia to stop these drug dealers that are killing high school kids. They're killing cops. Yeah. With fentanyl. Yeah, cops are dying because they're on fentanyl. All kinds of stuff. figure this out. Go for the middle. First one is Kareem Merritt, and she is in the drug trade. No one would be having luggage delivered to them from the airport nowadays if they were not in the drug trade. Robert Cam in Olympia is on his way to prison. I just got the news. Justin Cam is next. He's probably in Chicago hiding. If you ever seen Office Space, Mike Judge comedy, he opens with this shot similar to this of that building right there, which is connected to the Galleria, and it's a filming location in Dallas. Mike Judge never betrayed anyone. He never betrayed any family member. He never killed any of his family members over drugs. Mike Judge was pretty much like Jesus Christ. He's a good guy. He's never done anything wrong. He made a movie with Jennifer Aniston because of that. My wife and I think we were on our third baby. We stayed right there at the Hilton, right there, right next to the filming location of Office Space with Jennifer Aniston. They used that building. They used it in the shot. It was in the actual shot when they were showing traffic. That's where we stayed, and that's the building Mike Judge used for the movie Office Space at the very beginning. Hey, look, the fair's here. Just like Ronald Reagan, if people say no to drugs, there is no drug trafficking. If you say no. So if you go, no more, no, then we win overnight. It can happen in one night. All you have to do is say no. And the drug traffickers won't win. The cartel will go hungry and they'll starve, probably to death, because all the cartel wants is you on drugs. They don't want your mind working right. They don't want you thinking right. They just want you on drugs. They don't want you with Jesus. They don't want you in church. They don't want you with your children. They don't want Matthew Perry to be able to memorize a script so that he can do a movie. They just want the person on drugs. At the very end of Matthew Perry's life, the drug trafficking trade killed him. Those were illegal drugs that he took. They were illegal pharmaceutical drugs by doctors that pay tribute to the drug trade. Those are doctors that cater to the cartel and drug trade. They killed Matthew Perry. They cater to it. They're part of it. And my sister probably was too. And the drug trade just wants you on drugs. They don't want you in church. They don't want you sober. They want you on their drugs. They feel better when you're on their drugs. And guess what happens to you? You die. You cease from breathing. Because many doctors right now are going to prison. So why was Matthew Perry talking about Batman days before he died? Because Matthew Perry was on illegal drugs. Were they legal pharmaceutical? For a moment they were, until the doctor that was probably catering to the cartel made them, he basically gave them the same type of medicine that cops use to tranquilize people, okay? It wasn't a doctor, that was a cartel doctor. So he made these so-called legal drugs legal or whatever. He made it look like it was a legal deal, but it was all illegal. That's why he was talking about Batman before he died. Those were illegal drugs. Yeah, so they're pharmaceutical, who cares? Listen, if a person's not supposed to have a certain type of drug, then it's an illegal drug. It doesn't matter what it is. If it's pharmaceutical or heroin or marijuana, and nobody should be smoking marijuana, it's evil. It's a wrong type of influence. You'll go to hell doing it. Because you'll be intoxicated and you won't know the Lord. and the Lord will walk up to you. Wherever he walks up to you, he won't even recognize you, and you'll go right to hell. So stop smoking marijuana. Another thing too, these pharmaceutical drugs, stop doing those too. Those will all kill you as well. Watch the plate check. If they don't fly right, I'm reporting this family to the Dallas Police Department. Is it clean? So I did call the Dallas Police Department, and there's pretty much a black dispatcher that's trying to defend him. She knows about the drop. I'm Jonathan Cole Spivey, and I'm running for the President of the United States. We represent 4 principles. First, faith, because we came to this country with faith in our heart. Second, we represent hope. We have to deal with hope every day. Third, we represent love. Love is stronger than all of them, even hope. Nothing beats love. That's going to lead us to a charitable nation. My name's Jonathan Spivey, and don't make me go like this, because that represents justice. And what is the opposite of poverty? It's not wealth, it's justice. And welcome to the New Liberty Party and the Please Subscribe Show. I approve of this message. I'm Jonathan Cole Spivey, your future President of the United States of America. I'm the Commander-in-Chief, or I will be. Welcome back to the New Liberty Party. So you're probably good with hand signs. Why does that represent justice? Because I say it does. That's why. And justice is in 5. We have faith, we have hope, we have love, and we eventually have charity. That's the different errors of our nation. We're going to go into charity. Then we're going to have justice. Because what is the opposite of poverty? It's not wealth. It's justice. We're going to have justice. That's why I say that represents justice. But for right now, we only have the New Liberty Party. And I'm running for president. So when you want to tell your neighbor, go like this. Just like that. Make the wing move. Don't just do it still, because that looks bad. Make it go like that. My sign moves because I want it to, that's why. Then, justice. Right? We're going to get to justice. But first, we got to get there with the 4 principles. The New Liberty Party. I'm Jonathan Cole Spivey, and I approve of this message. See, these packages have drugs in them. But the drug dealer is not going to have an ounce of charity in their heart. And they want their drugs delivered to them for free. And that's not going to happen. And the New Liberty Party, one day you're going to wake up and there's not going to be any marijuana around. There's not going to be any illegal drugs around. And actually, to be honest, there's not going to be any narcotics around. You're just going to have to take the pain. Because the New Liberty Party is going to make you take the pain. Because you're going to live longer taking the pain. You're going to sit in it, as Brad Pitt talks about. Brad Pitt will teach you, because he's part of the New Liberty Party, he will teach you how to sit in it, how to know that there is pain. My ankle hurts right now. I'm not even taking aspirin for it. It was throbbing. I put it in a, it's basically like a, almost like a sauna, but it's not really a sauna. What it is it's a foot thing that vibrates and you put water in it. And then you can put Epsom salt in it. I don't do any type of drug, not even Tylenol. I don't even do aspirin. So one day you're going to wake up and go, where did all the drugs go? The New Liberty Party took the drugs and got rid of them. All the narcotics. Now, I just got in touch with a narcotic agency in Dallas. I am filing a report. against Kareem Merritt, who just received that bag. He's going to have to prove in court that there was no drugs in that bag. And those drugs are probably by now, they're probably in his toilet being flushed down. He felt pretty bad as he walked away. He knew what had to happen, and he walked away. He did not turn around to look at me. He felt bad. He should feel bad because he does not have an ounce of charity in his heart. All right, the number is going to be a 2. That's a 7, so it's going to be on the other side. It'll be one of these houses right here. That's a 2-8. So it's going to end in a 2, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. How I tell is if they have charity or not. That's how I tell. That's a 6. Yep, it's this one. Right here. Hello, is it Con? Yep, I got it right here. Just give me 1 second. 1 second. Yeah, it's right there. 1 second before you walk away. Make sure everything. How you doing?
Pretty good.
The military. What branch? Cole Spivey. Cole Spivey. I'm with the New Liberty Party. Okay? So the New Liberty Party, we represent faith because we came to this country on faith. We also have to deal with hope, right? Because you have to deal with hope and I have to deal with hope.
Sure.
Now, we also have love. Love conquers you. It conquers what's in these bags. It conquers all this whole neighborhood. It conquers everything that you're about. Love does. It leads to charity. That's what our campaign is, campaigning, right? So I am running for the President of the United States, okay? And I am anti-drug. I am for police reform. Okay? Are you okay?
I'm perfectly fine, yeah.
You're okay? All right. Because I have your information. Are these okay?
Let me make sure this has
That's
got
not
a
what
pay.
I'm asking, sir.
Oh, yeah. What that's what I'm concerned right now.
Right. You understand what I represent, right? The New Liberty Party.
I hear you.
And this is okay?
Yeah, that's okay.
Everything's fine?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you have your phone on you?
Yeah.
Okay. I need to take the phone. You kind of seem nervous. BFB 4285. What do you mean, why am I nervous? I told you about the New Liberty Party. What's your name? Your name is Con? Call him. I'm about to call him myself. Yeah, I'm about to call him myself. I'm reporting you to DEA. You are a drug trafficker. Go right ahead. I got your information. Go right ahead. Reaching in his pocket. He does seem nervous. Probably a drug deal going on right there. All right, so Kwon Jung is going to be reported on Monday for narcotics as well as Kareem. So both of those, I have their information, and they will be reported at the Dallas Narcotics Division. Well, I'm going to report both of them at the Dallas Narcotics Division. There's a reason I'm doing that. Then I'm going to call back and do a separate report on Plano. So Plano will have a report done of the Plano Narcotics Division, if they even have one. I know Dallas does. So both reports will be filed with the Dallas Police Department on Monday morning, because I have to wait a certain amount of time. They're not open right now, so they'll be open on Monday. Then I'll file the report in the Plano, which I've already filed both reports to someone. Plano allowed me to file that report against Con. He's part of their community, because dangerous drugs have now arrived in Plano. There are always different ways they get them in Plano. Plano had at one time $1 billion heroin problem. So that's already been filed, and that dispatcher went on my Facebook, and that complaint went on to that Facebook as well, or that report is what it is, a report. Okay, so we got a little bit of that. Now, let's green light. I know the Navy deals in drugs. I actually know people from the Navy that's been on aircraft carriers and all kinds of stuff. They deal in illegal drugs, meaning they sell it illegally. Okay, they're drug dealers. He's probably ex-Navy SEAL, is what I'm guessing, and he's an important one for them. Now, the Navy's controlling right now what's known as the dark web. That's the secret web they can communicate on. That way, they can find all the drug dealers they want, but then they feel like they can deal all the ones. Now, I told him about the New Liberty Party. I told him about me running for president, and I told him, well, why did you join the Marines? He goes, I didn't join the Marines, it was Navy. So he's Navy SEAL, okay. So why did you join the Navy? And that's whenever he decided to pick up the luggage and start walking up. There's drugs in it. I have proof of it. Now, listen, those drugs are probably in his toilet right now, being flushed down. And that's a good thing for Con to quit, because he's on drugs right now. It's a very serious thing. He was also Navy SEAL or Navy something. He was probably special ops for the Navy or something like that. That's probably why they sent him, like, oh, cool. Oh, cool. Well, no, I'm not going to be that way. I know what's going on. So since he knows that you know the before and after, and I have proof of it, I told Plano that we have a private sector it's classified. I also told Plano that we use animals to find these drugs, right? Just like they use dogs. I told him animals because it's classified on what we use. So he is going to dump probably all of that down the toilet as quick as possible. He better, because if they come to his door, he better cooperate. They try to bring me to Sherman, and I said no sir on that one. They were trying to get me all the way out to Sherman, Texas. That was probably the counter to get me out of the area, because that man's dangerous and he is armed. So he does have arms, and that is dangerous. We'll go with 8 for Buddha. Right there. We got to return those. The 3 packages I have to return back. It hurts the driver too, immensely. There we go. All right, so what you do usually, the best thing is I talk to them about the New Liberty Party regardless if I'm going to return them or if I'm going to turn them into the narcotic division, to let them know, because things will get better for them, okay? Once the narcotic division gets a hold of them, things will get better for them. This is the best thing for them. Okay? Now, is a hot dog a drug? Not really. Is it a narcotic? No. The people that take the narcotics, or even the vitamins that act as narcotics, that's probably what that is. Some vitamins are actually illegal. They get them from Asia, and they act like narcotics. they also prevent people from having this food. And there's a kid in Fort Worth that starved to death who was probably taking those types of vitamins. They're dangerous vitamins. They will be charged as narcotics. That's what was in those bags with Calm. They're a type of vitamin, because I met people that sell those. They're in the vitamin business, but it acts as a narcotic, so it'll be illegal. Not all vitamins will be. Regular vitamins like vitamin C, things that are multivitamin, like vitamin B, vitamin D, vitamin K, all those types of vitamins, they'll be legal. But you mix certain types of vitamins, you can turn them into like a drug. All right? Now you can listen to me too. Because you want to make sure that I chew, so you can stop killing people. This is brought to you by this right here. This is better for him, right here. You don't want to take the drugs that Con has. Those will kill people, right? That's why he was in the Navy SEALs. He was trained to kill people. Now he's going to be trained to live in prison. Con goes, get out of here before I got the cops. Hey, my ancestry was killed by my Japanese ancestry was killed by you people. That's how he feels. Trust me, I know how he thinks. He hates Americans. He's Japanese, and he hates Americans. I don't blame him. We killed a lot of his people, but doesn't give him any right to kill any of ours, does it? He's not going to get any revenge acting the way that he is. He looks like a freaking teenager, and he's probably close to 45 years old. That man's on drugs big time. Right? They know he's on drugs. Quan does have an MP. I don't know if it's an MP7. When he was reaching in his pocket, that was a weapon that he was reaching for. I did see the tail end of it. I saw the handle. And it does look like maybe submachine gun or possibly a pistol. So I had to flee the scene. I'm thinking probably a pistol. It could have been a submachine gun. Some submachine guns are very small. So probably a small submachine gun or an average size automatic pistol. I'd probably say maybe like a 45, something like that. 45s were used in World War II by the Americans to kill Japanese, to put a bullet right through his head. That's what he wants to do to Americans. He does not want to help you. Khan wants to poison you. Khan Jiang is not a Christian. He's not even a Buddhist. He doesn't believe that you should live or breathe. He's a dangerous man looking to lure you into a conversation, to pound on you, or to try to kill you with his bare hands or with a weapon. That's exactly what he tried to do to me. He will be reported to the police for drug activity, for suspicious drug activity. I'll file the report later tonight. It's called an SAR, Suspicious Activity Report. Because of his activity, he will be filed under the DEA as a drug dealer. Green light. Craft beer, green. Beer's a drug too. Now, if I get my way, and I won't, we'll have prohibition. That means alcohol will be illegal. And I'll do my very best to get my way. And if I have my way, we'll make cigarettes illegal too. There's nothing that supported Obama's campaign more than alcohol and cigarettes. He'll admit it. He feels bad about it. Obama does. But alcohol and cigarettes and prescription drugs helped Obama become president. It wasn't just your vote. He didn't do all that for free. No one handed everything to Barack Obama for free, right? That's what he's saying to me. He doesn't like me. But let me explain something, though. He's also a movie producer. He knows my name. My name's on a list that he's created. And he's a movie producer. You think, you know, Kareem, he knew my situation. He wouldn't give me a single penny, and neither would Obama. But Obama might be someone that we may be after. It depends on if he gets his people in touch with me. I'm not afraid of Obama. I'm not afraid of Trump. I'm not afraid of anybody that's going to get in my way of busting every single drug dealer on this planet. And I'm going to do it as Commander-in-Chief. I'm going to ask this country to say no to drugs. But this is the second time, and the second time is going to work. No drugs at Walmart. No drugs at your local corner store. No drugs at all. No narcotics. and no vitamins that act as drugs, and no marijuana, no more. And as Commander-in-Chief, I'm going to make sure that you don't have to deal with that and that killing your children. Because drugs will kill your children, it'll kill your elderly, it'll kill your grandparents. Quan doesn't care. He tried to lure me in a conversation so that towards the end, if you listen to it, he tried to reason with me and to get me to his yard so that he could kill me. Is that the type of person that you want to live in Plano? You want to live with people that like to lure other people into their yard so that they can kill them with a gun or with his bare hands because he's a dangerous Navy SEAL? Right. And you're putting that person, you know what the Navy SEAL is? They were known as the Kingsmen a long time ago, and they were chained to Paul. I ain't no Paul. I ain't no Apostle Paul. Don't call me an apostle, for I'm not that at all. I am the Alpha and I am the Omega. You call me Messiah. Faith, hope, love, and charity. You call me the Messiah. Oh, are drugs being smuggled through DFW airport? You bet it. Does Donald Trump know that? Yes, he does. Did Biden know it? Yes, he did. And does Obama know it? Yes, he does. Now, let me explain something. Your drugs are being smuggled through all your local airports. All of them. All 50 states. And they allow it to happen every day. They enforce it. Illegal drugs. Drugs that will kill your children. You want Donald Trump to kill your children with drugs? Then don't impeach him. I've never seen so much drug activity in my life, and trust me, I have proof. The New Liberty Party is not going to allow Donald Trump to run free. The New Liberty Party is not going to allow Biden to suffer from the drug problems and from the drug trafficking that he enforced. The New Liberty Party is not going to allow Barack Obama to run free because of the drug trafficking that he supports now, currently. We are going to make arrests of these officials for supporting dangerous drugs to be trafficked in all 50 states that will kill your children, that will kill your elderly, they will kill people in your community. The only way we are going to stop the drug trafficking in this country is to rise up like a great militia and to know a sign that we believe in faith. We believe in what? We believe in hope. We have to deal with hope. We believe in what? We believe in what? We believe in love. Love will conquer you. It'll conquer all of you. And what else do we believe in? We believe in a charitable nation. A nation that's going to be charitable and that's going to lead to justice. Justice. Because the opposite of poverty is what? It is not wealth. It is justice. The New Liberty Party will eventually get justice. But first, it'll all happen in one night. So sleep well, Donald Trump. Sleep well, Biden. Sleep well, Barack Obama. That's all you represent. I represent the number 4 with this charity that'll lead to justice. So sleep well, because we may rip you out of your bed. Those were moving earlier. That means a train was coming or they were falsely set right there.